and waves that collide on the ham radio. Let's take a ride. Adventure guys on the Hump Day Hour. Signal screen with electric power. Able to sort it, they're chasing the thrill. Mountains and rivers, bend to their will. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Kayaks cut through the roaring stream. Black tires spin, chasing the dream. Satellites calling from the black sky. James and Dan, they're aiming high. Adventure guys on the Hump Day Hour. Signal screen with electric power. Able to sort it, they're chasing the thrill. Mountains and rivers, bend to their will. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Kayaks cut through the roaring stream. Black tires spin, chasing the dream. Satellites calling from the black sky. James and Dan, they're aiming high. Adventure guys on the Hump Day Hour. Signal screen with electric power. Able to sort it, they're chasing the thrill. Mountains and rivers, bend to their will. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Kayaks cut through the roaring stream. Black tires spin, chasing the dream. Satellites calling from the black sky. James and Dan, they're aiming high. Adventure guys on the Hump Day Hour. Signal screen with electric power. Able to sort it, they're chasing the thrill. Mountains and rivers, bend to their will. Bend to their will. Oh yeah. Bend to their will. Whoa.
What is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zoo November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Hump Day. Time for the Hump Day Happy Hour. Got a great stream planned tonight. And if you like that intro, you probably grew up in a good time. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because that brings some time. That brings it back for me, that intro does. All right, let's give a shout out real quick to the Patreons because they are absolutely awesome. And I'm actually sitting in Patreon's house right now doing this stream. So you guys are really awesome. Also, equally shout out to the YouTube members. Very cool. You guys got an update of when I actually left the other day that nobody else got. Just thought it'd be random with that, even though you already had a random short this week as well. And then the ever-changing board that did not change this week, but that's okay. We'll get it changed next week. What do you think, Dan? I bet you we will.
I bet it will. I bet it will. Hello, everybody. Hump Day Happy Hour. Hello to all my nutty buddies out there. It is episode 199. One episode away from 200. We should do something special next week for 200. We'll have to think about that, but let's run through the list and see who all my nutty buddy friends are here. Got Georgia Parks and Propagation. That's my buddy Ron Chris, Alpha Echo 4. X-Ray Oscar, Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Bravo Bravo. That's Mo. What's happening, buddy? Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie. What's up, homies? Alpha Delta 2, Charlie Delta. Hello, Andy Callie. Always good to see you, buddy. Chris, Whiskey 0, Charlie Golf Charlie. How is the SFI 0? Yeah, good question, buddy. I don't know. There's Liz, Whiskey Echo 8, Romeo, Whiskey Echo 8. She's in the house. She's one of our Nutty Buddy crew. Mike is here, KB8 Sugar Hotel. Good to see you. Terry, Kilo 8, Golf Quebec. I did tell him he is responsible for the security of the Kingdom's capital while you are away. So we'll see how that goes. Mike, 88 KB. What is going on, buddy? Ronnie, Kilo Oscar 4. Zulu, Romeo X-Ray. Dennis, Alpha Delta 9 Whiskey Mike. Hello, hello. Reed, AB8AS. How you doing, buddy? Kenny, KC5 Mike Julia Echo. What's up, man? Martini, that's the Jumbo Marshmallow. She is another member of the Nutty Buddy crew. Whiskey Delta 4 Juliet. Mike. We got Gene McPhee here from Killeen, Texas, and 3XUS. Good to see you. Turd, North Carolina. Old Man Overload. My Toy Ostrich is here. Chris, good to see you, buddy. Tim, is it Alchema? I don't want to butcher your last name. I'm sorry if I did, buddy. Brent, November 4 Bravo Delta Whiskey. Eric is here for the third week in a row on time. Aloha, buddy. KH6WI. Kilo 4 Lemur, India. Josh is a member of the Nutty Buddy crew, as always. Eddie's here. November Love, I Love a Smoking POTA. He was out doing some CW earlier today. Hopefully you got him. And Chris with the $2 super chat because he got Corona on the cruise. And I'm not talking about the beer. What's going on, James? How you doing up in the wild north?
I'm not too bad. First, we'll start off with this one. Brent says he got hunted by PZN earlier. This is true. This is true, and I'm going to make this an even more spectacular hunt. You might want to write this down for yourself, Brent. You got hunted earlier by PZN, and he was on an icon. So not only do you get that dog don't hunt, but you get that dog don't hunt on an icon award.
That's right.
That's pretty good, and I can't help you with Tim's last name, even though Tim's a Patreon, which makes me feel really bad. But I can tell you, him and Ian and Kristen just came and seen me because they're going to be heading out west. They're not going to make the meetup this weekend, but they did just show up here and hung out with me for a few minutes before I had to go on stream. So thank you very much for that as well. Thank you very much, Chris, for the super chat, and Gene McPhee for becoming a new member. You will start enjoying some of them new benefits. You probably already went green in the chat. Let's see. Has he went green yet?
Once he comments again, he should be green. I would assume it would be, and I'll get everything else uploaded. If you're in our Discord, let me look, and I will get you set up with some extra rolls here, buddy.
No, I didn't even do CW. I don't even know what you're talking about. Whiskey One, Whiskey Charlie. I hunted him when Viz hunted him. But I don't know. There were several other things that I seen in there that I wanted to comment on, and let's see here.
I don't know.
There were several comments that I seen that. Of course, this thing is freezing up and not working right. All right. Well, if they come to me, they come to me. Anyway, what's up, everybody? I am safe and sound in Michigan. First off, here's a question for chat. Old school Dr. Pepper or new school Dr. Pepper?
Man, I like them both.
New school? Old school? What do you think?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I like them both.
So there we go. That's going to be the choice for this weekend and for a while, because we all know I wear this Dr. Pepper hat out. But
Right now,
thanks very much to Wiz and Fam for not only stocking my refrigerator up full of Dr. Pepper and lots of goodies, including Dan. I got some Dr. Pepper cotton candy out there. That's right, Dr. Pepper cotton candy. But they got me to new school.
Wait. Is it better than?
I haven't opened it yet.
Okay. So we need to compare those to the Dr. Pepper Peeps.
Well, I'm going to say it's going to be better than Peeps because I'm not a big Peep person.
No.
So
far we're about 50-50 on the old and new. I'm seeing. So I think both of them are good choices.
All right. So we'll do one day we'll do the old school, and then one day we'll do the new school. All right. Here we go. Taxes make Dad laugh. Wait a minute, Stephen. That's taxes for you. If your dad's going to activate with you, somebody's going to pay his taxes too. Come on now. What's up with that? Stephen's over on 7234 with Dad, guys. If you guys want to go grab him real quick. But we got a lot of things coming up between now and our next stream, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. I know tomorrow. So this will be the decision. Do you guys want old school Dr. Pepper on tomorrow? Tomorrow, me and Viz and some of the kids and Sidewalk Sherry's going out, and we're going to do, I don't know how many, 3 or 4 parks. And then Friday, we're going to talk about that. Friday, we're doing a big road with a lot more people. So which hat for which day? That's the choice. Do you want the big road? Do you want old school or new school hat?
New
school won the big road. Okay.
Yeah.
See, here we go. My toy ostrich says, as much as I hate Peeps, those Dr. Pepper, they were better than I expected. But I'm thinking cotton candy. I'm thinking cotton candy is going to be 100% better. And I'll have a report on that for the next stream. I can guarantee you that. New for the big grove. All right. So that's settled. New will be for the big grove, and old school will be for tomorrow. Now, speaking of Josh, who just floated new for the big grove, he thinks he's a jokester. So when I'm getting my tributes to the king when I get up here. By the way, they repaved the road here for the roses and because they knew I was coming, so they repaved the road for me. But when I'm getting my presents, there's one from Josh, and I open it up and it's a shirt. It's a shirt that says "I love Icon." So Josh has jokes.
Oh, that is great.
Even though I did make a contact on an Icon a little bit ago.
Okay, so for the Rove on Friday, it's going to be your new shirt and the new hat.
That's probably not going to happen. I might wear the new shirt tomorrow. For giggles. But I can't bad luck mojo a 10 Park Rove.
You should wear it the next Hamfest and walk up to John at the Yazoo booth and
be like, I love my new Optima. You know what? Speaking of the Optima, I do love my new Optima, and it kind of just it's kind of aggravating to see. I mean, honestly, a bunch of crybabies. I can't tell you a radio that came out for the first time and that does not have bugs that they have to fix.
Yeah. Does anybody remember when the Zygu 6100 first came out?
I mean, I can't tell you any radio that comes out for the very first. I mean, I'm not saying a newer version. Like if they did a newer version of a DX10, it would probably still have bugs too. But I'm not saying a newer version. I'm saying for the first time ever released on the radio, it's going to have bugs. And people are nitpicking and complaining the most simple things. Guys, it works great.
The funny, and you're right. But the funny thing about it is, I want to comment on all these videos on YouTube that are nitpicking about bugs and stuff. And I just want to simply ask, first of all, thanks for sharing. So we know if somebody else is experiencing that same problem, it's not just us being stupid. There actually is a problem. But secondly, did you just get on a platform and complain about it, or did you let Yazoo know directly by email or whatever to their support department the problem you're having, so they would know? Because they're not going to watch 100 videos to figure out what problems are. They're going to read their emails and look at support tickets, right?
No.
So sure, make a video if you have a problem with it, let other people know, but also let Yazoo know as well so they can fix it.
I had a bug in the firmware update, and I contacted Yazoo directly.
Yeah.
And I talked to the lead guy, and he sat there and for the most part we got it fixed. I'm going to probably have to wait to the next update to make sure it's 100% fixed in that department. But he immediately said, I got you an email coming right now. in case you want to send it to me, and I'll have it back to you in a week. I mean, it. But no, I didn't want to send it back because honestly, I ain't. That's the only bug I really had. I don't know what all these other people are finding bug, but other than the bug that crawled out of the box when I opened the sucker.
Maybe that's why you let the bugs out before you used it.
That's what I'm saying. If you let the bugs out before you even put power to it, you don't have that problem.
Yeah,
So.
Georgia Parks and Propagation, our buddy Chris said he had to send his 3-month-old FTM 150 RASP back to get it fixed. First of all, that sucks. Second of all, I hope you're feeling better because I know you got the Covey Cove.
Dude, he sounds rough. He hunted me, and he sounds so rough. I hope you are feeling better, and but yeah, he really, really, really sounds rough. And with the feeling better, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say no names. I'm not going to say nothing about nobody. But for those of you who pray, one of our fellow hams, his family needs some prayers right now, and that's all I'm going to ask because they don't want nothing to be said. But if you do pray, make sure and do that because they got some issues going on and they want to get it fixed.
I want to share this real fast, little public service announcement here. Our buddy Eric KH6WI, he doesn't have long left in Hawaii, so catch him while you can. And he is setting up right now to activate from this spot right here. And it's only been activated like, what did you say, Eric? One time before? It's a very rare part. It's about to be on the air in a couple of minutes here in Hawaii. So if you can hear him, get them.
And that's absolutely beautiful spot right there too.
Beautiful view too, right? Man, I want to be there instead of her.
One day I'll be there in the state of Hawaii. No, maybe not that part, but I'll be in Hawaii one day to get me a park in. It's on the agenda for sure. But all right.
So how was the trip? Bring us to us. You went through Ohio.
I did. I did. I went through Ohio and I stayed in Ohio last night. But first off, let's talk about some dedication, guys. Let's talk about dedication. I appreciate everything that all my Patreons and YouTube members and stuff do for me, but I pay that back, guys. The bands have been bad, and a lot of people were worried about getting me for today. And although I hadn't ate since breakfast yesterday morning, last night about 8:40ish, I pulled in before I went to a room and got a late shift in. Okay. So I went out there and hooked you guys up for that. But my fans come through for me too. Because while I'm sitting there, somebody I've known for a long time in ham radio, Kilo Echo 8 Oscar Uniform Oscar, shows up and hangs out with me. So nice. Really, really, really cool. I love to be out in the parks. I'm at his home park, and he didn't even know I was there. He was just coming back from dinner, and he rolled through the park. And they were getting out, and as they was pulling in, they send. His wife said, "There's somebody with laptops. You think they're doing POTA?" And he said, "Probably." He said, "I don't know who it'd be though." And they get out, and she heard my voice, and she said, "That's PZ." So they come out and hang out with me. They get a picture with them. I don't have it handy, but shout out to him. But and it was great. He actually messaged one of my Patreons who lives a couple miles from there, and said, "Just listen to this." And I'm sitting there steady activating. He's like, "He sounds good tonight, don't he?" And he said, "You want to know why he sounds so good? Because I'm standing here watching him activate." And that was Harold Kilo Echo 8 Oscar Uniform Romeo. So good deal. And he said, he said, "Dude, next time you're coming through here, give me a 30-minute notice, and I'll throw the grill up and we'll do some stuff." And it was a new park for me.
Yeah, good, yeah.
So that's one off toward the goal. And then today, I didn't get up as I didn't get out of the room. I got up, but I didn't get out of the room as early as I wanted to. And so I didn't get as many in today as I wanted to. But I got another one in Ohio, and then I got one in Michigan. I stopped at another one in Michigan for that. And do you know, they proud of their parks up here. Let me tell you, they real proud. They want $11 for you to roll up in that sucker.
Wow.
$11. Any state park in Michigan. Now, maybe it's because I'm from out of town, because I think it's $8 for in-town people. But
I think it's $8 for in-town people, $9 for everywhere else, and $11 for West Virginians.
it may be.
Yeah.
But they wanted $11. I said, you can keep your park. I'm going on down the road. I was not about to pay $11. I started to pull outside the gate, which is still in the boundaries, and activate. I said, nah, I'm going on. But I did activate another one, which I'm going to do something else. There's a lot of things that I'm doing today that I don't normally do. You know, I hunted from an icon. And I'm going to say that PP Man was right about something. So we're on a roll. PP Man has often talked about how crappy the wildlife management area is here, just being a little tiny parking lot and like no shade, no nothing. And I love our expensive parks in the
You're up in the middle.
Yeah. I mean, if I was going to be here a little longer, I could buy a pass. I think it was like $40, and then it's good for you. So that's way cheaper than a Florida pass. And come to find out that $11 would also get me into any other state park today. So it's not as bad as it sounded, but he didn't even explain that. He's like, it's $11.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can keep your park.
You're not from around here, are you, son? It'll be $11.
I'm literally going to pull in. The bands are going to be bad. I'm going to get 40 contacts. I'm not paying $11 for 40 contacts. And I even had a Patreon who was wanting to get me say, do I need to cash app you $11? I'm like, no, I got $11, but I'm not spending it to activate a park.
That would be that'd be about 27 cents a contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brent said it must be the strawberry moon affecting things. Let me tell you, the strawberry moon was lit up last night. It was absolutely beautiful. I took a couple pictures, and none of them does it justice, of course. But that thing was until Chris said, whose ham alert went off? That was mine. But that moon was absolutely beautiful last night, and really good view from where I was in Ohio last night. You don't get to see it that good in West Virginia because the mountains block half of it out. All right, let's talk about Friday. Can we go on to Friday now, Dan?
Yeah, sure. We can do whatever you want.
So the ice cream king from here, the ice cream king from here in Michigan, you know, he gives me a lot of slack sometimes, and that's why he got the title of the ice cream king. He had to get some reward for all the slack he gives me. But I'm gonna give him a shout out because I'll tell you what, he took off work on Friday, and he scheduled this 10 Park Grove, and he got it all laid out for us. So let's take a look here and see what we got. This, I'm not exactly sure where I'm at 100%, but
yeah. Where's the "you are here" thing?
Let's see here. Okay, here we go. So if you look down here, can you see my little cursor?
No.
Okay. So if you look to the furthest park on the right, on the bottom, right underneath it says Hudsonville.
Gotcha.
That's where I'm at, and that would be the layout of all the parks that we're going to do tomorrow. It's 4 hours of drive time. I do know that. And he's got 10 parks laid out for us. So, and most, I think all but 2, maybe 3 of them are going to be new to me. So again, working on that goal. It's good. That goal is going to be, it's going to be finished probably before the month of July, I would say. Maybe not.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be getting really close.
How many you got left? Just a handful or 2, right?
No, it's 28-ish, I think.
Well, I mean, there's 10 off the list, and then whatever you're gonna, and then whatever you're gonna be doing tomorrow too, just a little one,
I mean, I figure I'll get 15 total for this trip.
Yeah.
But when I get back home, I'm kind of confined. I've got the main trip coming up, and I got to start planning it. But I don't know exactly when that's going to happen. And in between this trip and Maine, I'm going to have to sit and do local stuff for a while because the traveling expenses are running lightly.
Yeah.
So, but that's a pretty decent area we're covering there. So I look forward to that. Now, mind you, this is a 10-park Rove. There's going to be 6 or 7 of the roses. We're not 100% sure about Andrew. So 6 or 7. Myself and Sidewalk Surrey. So there's 7 to 8. Stephen and his dad. There's 9 or 10. And Josh, November 8, Juliet, Mike. So it's between 11 and 12 operators at 10 parks.
There you go.
You got a chance to make quite a few contacts from Michigan tomorrow. Or Friday. I'm sorry, Friday. That's quite a few contacts. So,
might have to keep our ears open. It's a good little road over there. Yeah.
Martini says Panther and Tomlin.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when I get back and do them local parks. That's what you're going to see is Panther and Tomlin. I don't even go to Tomlin that much.
N8YO says he'll work your ground wave. That's his backyard. Man, go out and join him for a stop or two, buddy. Drop in, say hey.
Always good to see Mike. I always get weirded out when he works me sideband though. I don't know if I'm supposed to speak CW or what.
Yeah, you're supposed to say da did.
Yeah, Brent, we'll see you later, and I want to talk to you about next week, Brent, as well. But we'll do that later.
Yeah, Gene also had a question about field day coming up. He's planning on doing 20 watts on field day. And that's coming up pretty soon.
I mean, you can do it. Field day is an easy day to make contacts. I mean, there's no place on the band you can go and not make contacts. So 20 watts, I'm sure you can make plenty of contacts.
You probably use a set of butter knives and be just fine.
I know somebody's done that before.
Just saying.
Yeah. So we've got Thursday and we've got Friday covered, and then Saturday is. Oh no, I need to pull the information up on that so I don't say it wrong because I'd sound bad if I said it wrong, wouldn't I? Saturday is the Patreon meetup itself, and again, you do not have to be a Patreon to come to this. You can come anyway. It's just labeled as a Patreon meetup because that is the main reason I come to this area, because there's several of my Patreons in this area. but anybody is welcome to show up. We would like to know in advance of Saturday. There is a room in my Discord, which I'm looking for right now, so I can give you all the details. There's so many rooms in my Discord.
It's called Michigan.
There we go. But there's a room called the Michigan Meetup, and it has all the information that I'm fixing to give you right now. And that information is the meetup is June the 14th, which is Saturday at US 3331. The plan is to get there between 12 and 1 and hopefully start an activation around 1 or a little after. And we will be at the Deer Run Shelter at US 331. So if you're anywhere near Michigan, come out and hang out with us and do a little bit of POTA or not, but
Have a nutty buddy.
have a nutty buddy.
Yeah.
You never know when nutty buddies are going to show up at somewhere.
You never you know that's very true. You never know when nutty buddies are going to show up. They seem to be just everywhere.
No.
You ain't getting the COVID too, are you?
I'm not getting the COVID. It's
You
just
hanging around Chris over there?
it's just a lung thing for me.
Oh, okay.
I got some fumes in my lung coming through the Ohio.
The Ohio.
Yeah.
That's
We went by the paper mills, and
Ugh.
if you've ever been by a paper mill, it smells like the mixture of BO and kerosene.
There's one not far away from here, and if the wind blows the right direction, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was brutal, but like the fumes were coming out so bad, it got in my lungs really bad, and my eyes were watering like it. I don't do good with any kind of like strong fumes like that. It messes me up.
Can you imagine the people who work there?
Oh, I no, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Imagine. I couldn't imagine living near there.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
And Terry's going to rub it in. Of course, I'm out of West Virginia, and he says it didn't even rain today.
Yeah, we've been getting all your rain down here. It has stormed the last couple afternoons, hardcore.
Well, you can keep it down there until I come down that way. Just keep it down there and keep it to yourself.
He said, "Yeah." Terry said you don't need any more rain right now because the grass is still moist.
Sometimes I wonder who cares more about their grass, Grandpa Terry or Sidewalk Sherry.
Ooh.
Them two are like the grass king and queen.
Okay, so all right, so here's a question, and I'm sure Andy, who's probably listening to this stream, can vouch for me. Terry, how many times a week do you mow your grass, and what height do you mow it? And what about Sherry? So how many times does she mow the grass a week, and what height does she mow it?
I don't know how high she mows. The problem with her grass is she has like crabgrass, so it does grow back in patches fairly quick. You know, you'll get those little white flowers that come up like 2 days after you've mowed it, and you've already got the white flowers everywhere.
Mow yours once a week at 4.5 inches, Ronnie says. What type of grass, Ronnie? I imagine up there you probably have like a fescue or something, right? Sherry said she scalps it, so 2 inches.
She does scalp it. She does scalp it. Sometimes she'll be cutting, and I'll see dust clouds.
Yeah. All right. So fescue at 4.5 inches one time a week. That's not bad. I would, Dom, you sure can ask a favor of Discord. You can do whatever you want, buddy. Yeah, 4.5 inches for fescue every week's not bad. I would mow it more often, to be honest with you, but
I don't believe Terry right now. He says once every 2 weeks.
No, if you're mowing it once every 2 weeks and you're dropping it to 2 inches, that's bad for your grass.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe I do believe him. What other yard work do you do, Terry, besides mowing your grass? Because you say yard work, and I just assume that's cutting grass.
Oh, I don't know. Every two,
Andy said, no, don't scalp it.
yeah. But every 2 weeks down to
agree.
2 inches, that's really stressful. I wouldn't. Yeah, that's going to stress your grass out. The more often you can mow, the better. I mean, the less you take off every time is going to be good. Make sure you keep your blades sharp. I don't know why this turned into a landscaping channel all of a sudden, but it's pretty cool. He smokes it.
That might be what yard work Terry's doing. He cuts it every 2 weeks, but on them off weeks, he smokes it.
This is the best answer I've seen yet. Jason mows the grass 2 days after the kid was supposed to mow it. I did have a yard decoration mower at my last house. It was a broke down, I think it was an Aaron's, but I got my zero turn now. I don't mind mowing the grass. It's just I don't really want to.
Terry, your grass is not blue. You're not from Kentucky. He says Terry says he trims the bushes. We're talking about yard work, Terry.
I have not used a mower as an antenna yet. I have to try that. That is a good one. Well, it looks like you're getting settled in up there in Michigan, getting ready for a jam up and jelly tight weekend. Sounds like a lot of fun. So
you know what? If you're in the chat and you were showing up at the meetup on Saturday, let me know now, because Liz put out a thing asking who was coming and stuff, because she's going to try to bring some snacks and stuff like that, but she wanted to know how many was coming and did not get a lot of response. So if you are in the chat and are coming, let us know right now. And that would be great.
Yeah. Ronnie says he'll be there. She needs a count to know how many Nutty Buddies to bring down.
You know what, Ronnie? It's great. It's great that you're going to be there, because Roxy already loves you.
Oh, it's my job to bring the Nutty Buddies. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're coming, right?
Yeah, I'll be there Friday at the park by 8:30.
Okay, I thought so.
I hope. Eric's having some trouble setting up over there in Hawaii. He's about to throw his stuff off the mountain. Don't do that. I was wondering where you went, because I kept going over here and looking at the spot page, and I ain't seen you. Seen your spot yet?
All right, so Ronnie's coming. I know Steven and his dad's coming. I know Alpha Delta 8 QL Bravo's coming. So I know we're stacking up again. This is the first year for Michigan Meetup, and we all know what happened in Murphy. We had a first year that was good, and then the second year was actually crazy. So
Jason bought 2 boxes of Nutty Buddies. He consumed 3 boxes on the way to the park, so he is net -1 box at the moment.
There we go. I'll be there with more PB and J for the king.
Absolutely.
Chris, this is a good question, because Dom said he'd like to ask a favor, but then I'd never seen him ask a favor. Did you see?
Yeah. He said he wanted to, and
so Dom, if you're still in here, what is it that you was wanting to ask? So
either that, or just go ahead and post it in Discord. If you have any questions, shoot me a message, buddy. I'll
maybe that's what he was wanting. He was just wanting to ask it in Discord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kelly Rose, KI4JAV. Welcome.
Kelly, I'm excited to be here in Michigan, but I'm also counting the days till I see you next, because I cannot wait to go activate with you, because that means when I'm activating with you, I will be done with my 3rd state of activated all states. So I'm ecstatic about that.
That'll be awesome.
Yes, we know the Michigan POTA meetup was last weekend, but the Ham Radio Adventure Guy Patreon meetup is this weekend. So you're welcome to come, Mike, since you're here in Michigan. Yeah, it won't be long that me and Kelly and her husband and Sidewalk Sherry and Brent are going to be doing our de-expedition in Kentucky. We're going to go to the elusive 6 Mile Island.
You know, I wonder, is there a website for satellite work that shows rare grid squares? I wonder if that would be a rarish grid.
That would be Eric. I would assume that that's going to be the same grid as Louisville, so probably not.
Yes, yeah, because they really only care about the 2-letter, 2-number grid, not anything more granular than that, right?
Right.
There you
But
go. Message from Dom. Tomorrow, I would like the Discord family to check out Facebook. There'll be a video that explains it, and I could use each and every one of us for contact for his special little event thing or special to him what he has going on. So check out his video tomorrow on his Facebook.
Okay.
And work him if you see him.
Is it on your personal Facebook, Dom, or you posting it in the POTA page, or where you?
If I had to guess, I'll let him answer, but I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb. So he's going to post it on his personal Facebook. He will post it on the POTA group, probably, and also on the What I Did on Ham Radio Today group.
Okay.
He has been out activating a lot, and I've been trying lately to catch him every time I can.
I'll make sure and keep an eye out for it. Lucky me, I will not be driving tomorrow. I'll be being chauffeured to do POTA, so I like that.
Are you going to bring Nutty Buddies with you?
I don't know. I'm sure I'll bring something with me.
That's good.
Anybody got any questions about anything that's going on this weekend with us? Or any questions? We'll take anything. We don't care.
I think it's going to be fun.
Dude, I've been looking forward to it for a while. I'm not looking forward to planning the next event, or not the next event, but the next thing, which is Maine.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the planning of that, because the planning breakdown for that is going to make me pull out my hair.
How long are you going to be in Maine?
Well, I mean, I'm sure not going to be there very long.
I mean, a week? A couple of days? What?
In Maine itself? No. Yeah, I'll be there like a day and a half, probably.
Okay.
I
was just saying, if you had time, you might want to look up my buddy Kevin, Whiskey 1 Delta Echo Delta. Drop by his studio, give him a shout.
Well, I mean, if he's along the way of whichever way I'm going,
I think he might be.
That can happen, but because I mean, you got to look. I'm doing 5 other states. I'm picking up 6. My last 6 states on the East Coast. What antenna will y'all be using on the Rove? More than likely the Eagle One. At some point, we're going to be. I think we're going to be using a infed half wave, because Andy's wanting me to show him something with it. But for the most part, the Eagle One.
You must not have been using your Eagle One in the park when Harold shows up, because you didn't mention that big orange stick in the air.
No, I was actually using the Chelegans because I was too far away from the vehicle.
I got you.
So
yeah, using one of Josh's favorites, the unfed half wave.
I wanted to, dude. I can't tell you the last time I've used any wire other than the wire that's in a vertical. But
yeah,
I've been strictly vertical now for a while. So, and Josh says, "Boo."
I'm sure we'll still hear you fine. Any idea what time you aim to start?
On Friday? Well, Liz is in the chat, and I'm sure that's going to that can pop in there. I know that I won't be late for breakfast.
Yeah, there you go. Are you going to be okay? I mean, getting up that early?
Get up early. I'm getting up. I'm getting up extra early tomorrow just to work a satellite, so I can get some different contacts from a different grid while I'm here.
I was just I was just about to ask too. Probably get just a little bit different of a footprint, maybe too, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna be doing satellites tomorrow morning at. Here we go. Y'all want to work me tomorrow morning?
Will you be in a POTA park?
No. I'll be standing in their front yard.
Will it count as a PZN challenge contact? That's the question.
If somebody works me on the satellite tomorrow, I will count it as a PZN challenge contact. Yes. You could have the rest of the day off if you wanted.
Well, see, I don't think we ever made the distinction that the PZN challenge contact had to be done while you were in a park.
Yes, it has to be done while I'm in a park.
Okay. There you go, Eric. At a rare park in Hawaii right now is QRV on 21,300. 15 meters. Go check them out. 21,300.
So 7:23 a.m. I will be trying to work the SO50 tomorrow.
Nice. That's early.
Yes, that's definitely early. That is my plan. And I'm sure at like 7:24 they're going back. Breakfast is ready. And I'm like, no.
I'm actually gonna have to look at my azimuth map to figure out Hawaii. It's not something that I look at very often.
You know, I'm really sad that Erica's leaving Hawaii because I always planned on when I went and done Hawaii, just using the battery from him.
Hawaii is 280 degrees from South Georgia, in case anybody was curious.
In case anybody's about to use Dan's easy button.
No, not yet. I wouldn't do that.
No, not at all. I worked Hawaii from Dan's house on CW. First try.
That's right. You sure did.
It isn't easy, but it isn't easy. I didn't use. Well, I used an easy paddle is what I used.
Speaking of easy buttons, I hear that you might be getting a delivery fairly soon up in Michigan.
Oh, Lord. Here we go again.
Dom says the POTA Facebook, by the way.
Okay, good deal. I will keep an eye out for it, Dom.
But
so who is this said delivery coming from?
it should be coming from upstairs right now, actually. There's the delivery. That was a nice cartwheel, buddy. Welcome to Michigan.
Hey, Joel, come here. Come here. Come here.
Here, Joel.
Come here. Come here.
Joel, can you say Mama's call sign?
Look right there and say Mama's call sign.
Good job, buddy.
Tell him one day you're going to be the POTA king.
Yeah.
Tell him.
One day I'm going to be the POTA king.
I don't doubt that one bit. He's going to take over the throne.
He's been practicing. He's been practicing for sure.
All right, I got a box for you.
There you go.
And I got a box for you. And I got a box for you. And a box for you.
That is awesome.
And one more for Dan.
Oh, thank you. Here, I get it. Oh, thanks. Yep.
Joe, back up.
It is going to be a fun weekend in Michigan. I can tell that already.
Absolutely.
We wanted to give James a big welcome to Michigan. We're gonna have fun.
That's right.
That's right. Damn the man.
They even repaved the road for him, I heard.
2 days before the King showed up.
Right there. Watch her. She'll trip somebody. Speaking of the tripper, that is one thing we have not talked about here. Come here. Come over here.
Okay, he's in trouble.
This one is going to get her butt spanked in a bowling match with the King.
Well, wait a minute. That's what you said about the running contest.
Well, if she wouldn't have tripped me, but this time she's going down and bowling. She says no. All right, so we're taking bets in the chat.
Okay.
Who's gonna win the bowling match? Me or Kaylee?
Put a 1 in the chat if you think Kaylee is going to win bowling. And put a 0 in the chat if you think James is going to win the bowling contest. 1 for Kaylee, 0 for James. Let's see who's going to win here. We got to vote for Kaylee already. Kaylee. James, it doesn't look too good, buddy.
They're getting your hopes up. They're getting your hopes up.
Building confidence. They're building confidence. Yes. Oh, we got to vote for James.
Oh, who voted for me?
Tim.
Oh, there we go.
Right now, it's overwhelmingly Kaylee.
You took my Nutty Buddies back? Oh my goodness.
We still have one in,
All right, Kaylee, we got all these people counting on you now.
You hear that, Kaylee? Everybody thinks you're going to win.
Yep.
So when you don't win, you're gonna need to pop in the chat on the next live stream on next Wednesday and just tell everybody that you're just a big loser, right? You're gonna lose, right?
No.
She's gonna lose or she's gonna trip me. One of the two things.
Or both.
Or both. She did.
Yeah.
She tripped her brother. She tripped her brother the other day because they were making Alfredo for me for dinner this week, and her brother was helping. And she tripped her brother and made him cut his foot, and he had to go get stitches and everything. See, he's hopping.
Hi, Dan.
He's hopping right now.
Slice it.
Oh, man. He needs a pair of crutches.
Oh.
Looks like a weekend full of fun and laughter and great friends. That's what it's all about. So
That's right. Dan, I'm gonna tell you, that was YouTube human trafficking. You said I was going to receive a package.
that's right.
You just
That's right.
shoot human. Gene just put out 28 through 25. Is that a frequency you're on for POTA or something, Gene?
Let's see here. I don't see any spots right there.
Look at Dennis. I bet he trips over the foul line.
Eric is still on 21.310. 21.310 he moved to. I haven't heard anything here yet. But I'll do some knob twiddling and some extra listening here after the stream. See if I can't get in the log again. I want to say I have that. No, I don't have that part. I don't want to butcher this because I'm not very good at the Hawaiian language. But Aiea Loop State Trail. I probably said that totally wrong.
I'm sure you did.
Is where he's at right now. It has been it's been activated twice, and only 38 total QSOs. So very rare part.
He said 4 QSOs already, so someone hears him.
I will find a way. I will find a way.
Dan, you can go to an SDR, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can hear him anywhere. You can work him from your house.
Oh yeah. That's pretty much.
That's absolutely crazy. That I've seen Dan set up and used Dan set up, and it's a nut for sure.
Better than 2 butter knives.
Ronnie said that he's right in his noise level. So
if he's in my noise level, if I hear a peep of him, I'll be able to get him in there. That's why I love the 101D and its filtering capabilities. It's just absolutely insane. If you think the filtering on the DX10 is great, guys, the 101D is just stupid better. It's so crazy.
I'll never have a 101D. I might have a 101 MP.
Yeah,
I'll never have it.
same. Actually, the MP is a little bit better because that comes with the roofing filters for CW, I believe. And you get the sub-band VC tune, which I've never used.
The reason I want it is for the extra 100 watts, or the extra 83 watts.
So you can run it at 183.
Yeah, I'd love to run at 183.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, welcome, Jason. Good to see
what's
you.
going on, buddy?
We're wrapping up, but still good to see you. The DX10 does what too, Jason?
I don't know.
Anyway, as he's answering that, what you got coming up, Dan?
Not a lot. Just hunting y'all as much as I can on your mini rove tomorrow and your big rove on Friday. And other than that, just the dreaded 4-letter word called work every day. But I'm going to drop a link in the chat here to the Patreon and our Discord, because we're going to be heading over to the after chat after this, which James is going to let you know about now.
That's right. After chat is a Patreon benefit, but lucky for you, you can head over to Patreon and get a free 7-day trial. The only problem is, please message me or Dan in Discord so we can set you up with those benefits, because I don't get notifications when people sign up for the free trial, only when they sign up for the regular.
The DX fees. Love it.
The DX, I love it too. Thank you very much, Eric. And I will be turning their radio on in just a minute, probably, to see if I can hear you from here, so I can try as well. But I will be a little bit late coming into after chat, but I will be in there shortly. I'm going to go up and since Tim and them are still here, and hang out with them for a few minutes, and then I'll be popping in there. Other than that, look for us on the air tomorrow. There will be probably, I think, 7 of us tomorrow and 11 or 12 of us on Friday for 10 Park Road. So lots of contacts to be made here in Michigan. You want to get some work on some repeat offenders and stuff. It's a good time to do it. Thanks, everybody, for the chats, and we'll catch y'all on the air. 73.
See you guys.